YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, we've got something brand new on the turntable for you guys this week. This is my first finished full custom of 2018. Finally got off my ass long enough to put an entire project together, and I am pretty pleased with it. So what you are looking at here is a full titanium. I'm calling it just a kitchen and camp utility knife. Basically about the size of a paring knife. It is made of full titanium, so 6Al4V titanium. It has a carbidized edge, so that's what you see here is a application of tungsten carbide to the edge on basically a modified chisel, so it's full flat ground on both sides, but it does come to a full V as opposed to flat on one edge and ground on one edge. But then this flat edge has the carbide, this edge has the cutting edge, and that carbide is at 72 HRC, so that gives it a good solid toothy cutting edge, while the rest of it maintains that lightness and slight flexibility of the titanium. Definitely one of my favorite materials to work with, and you don't see a lot of that stuff going around these days, so kind of fun to play with. This was actually a piece of scrap that I had coming from a pair of Kiridashis. That is my next project that I'm just about finished up with, some titanium Kiridashis. So I had this left over. I got a spare little slot in my chopping block, so we figured, well, let's put this together. As you can see, the handle, we've got full carbon fiber on the handle, carbon fiber pins. This is a Spalted Maple Burl. I had a small piece of this stuff left over from a project a while back, and worked that into this. Trying to just get you some good light here, guys. Sorry. Some pretty awesome material. It is... Whoop. Sorry, guys. The wood is stabilized. Oh, hello. Let's see if we can get it in focus first, huh? There we go. So like I said, the wood is stabilized. So it is very much water and weatherproof, and able to do food cutting tasks, no problemo. So size comparison, I told you it's about a paring knife. So we've got 7 inches tip to tip, just under 3 inches on the cutting edge. To compare it to a little flipper, that's a ZT 450, small, thin, small, thin. Easy to throw in a backpack, easy to throw in a kitchen or a camp setup, or in a chopping block. I mean, I think the wood and the carbon fiber looks nice and classy. And for those of you guys who have never used titanium knives or had titanium edges, I think they work pretty darn good. I've been testing this for a couple of days now, and I can put on and maintain definitely a slicey edge. And being that that it's the tungsten carbide cutting edge on the titanium, it is reasonably durable. It's easy to touch up, especially if you're good at stropping, or have a pair of high grit ceramic stones. So very easy to maintain. And I have another kitchen knife that I made a while back out of titanium that's held up for just over a year now, quite well. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about this little guy. As you can see, we've got some tactical jimping up here, because, you know, when you're slicing and dicing, it's nice to be able to lock your thumb in. So carried that over into the kitchen knife aspect. Got my maker's mark on there. So this is definitely a nice, full, legit way to start 2018. I'd definitely open to your thoughts, comments, feedback in the comments down below. I've got some more review videos coming up for you. I've got a pair of ZTs to finish off all the ZTs that came out so far this year. And I keep promising a light review, so I'm going to get that H1R light review out here one of these days as well. But that's what we got for you today. Thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe. Peace.